On today's episode of the Going Deeper podcast, we are talking about Christmas traditions. What's up, Fathom Church, and welcome to the Going Deeper podcast. This is your host, Kyle Knight. We are in the podcast studio with our missions minister, Karina Bost. Hello, Karina.
Hello.
And lead pastor, Chris Martin. Hello, Chris.
Hello.
Sound like a radio DJ. Hey, we're talking about Christmas traditions. Christmas is, I think when we're releasing this, only a few days away. So let's talk some Christmas traditions. But before we hit record, Chris was asking us what's our least favorite. Let's have some fun with this. Our least favorite Christmas song, because I know last week Chris talked about how he loves Mariah Carey.
She's my girl.
I cannot stand that
MC
song.
Baby, let's do it.
Mariah Carey. Yeah, what's your least favorite Christmas song?
I don't know what it's called, but it's the, like Last Christmas I Gave You My Heart.
Oh,
that
yeah.
one. I don't really like that one.
I don't like that one either. Good call.
man.
Yeah, who does
I need to
that?
look
That's
at, like,
bad
some-
news.
I'm like, I have one in my head, but
Yeah, that one's not great.
Yeah, it's not great. Not my fave.
I'm not a big Elvis Christmas fan.
Mm.
For whatever reason.
oh, you're not
Elvis-
a blue Christmas.
I just like Elvis and Christmas and my brain don't go together.
Yeah.
And I'm not anti-Elvis, but it's just I don't know. I'd say it's my least favorite, but it's what's coming to mind right now.
You're not anti-Elvis.
I'm not anti-Elvis.
Okay.
So
What's the Beatles one?
what?
The Beatles sing a song?
The Beatles do a Christmas song?
Yeah.
That is not ringing a
I'm
bell.
just, simply having a wonderful Christmas time. Have you guys heard that one?
Yeah.
That's awful.
Oh gosh, I can't stand that song. Because it's like it's got this weird like synth thing going on.
Yes,
and it's
you're right. I know
not-
exactly what you're saying.
It's like
Yeah.
ding, 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 ding. It's so. I don't really like the Beatles either. Sorry.
Now
but-
everyone's going to be playing these
Is that
songs
the
for us.
Beatles?
That's the Beatles, dude.
Wow.
Now, okay, maybe it's that version. I'm sure there's.
Or is
some
it just Paul
older-
McCartney?
Oh, it's Paul McCartney.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
Beatles,
not
Paul
the
McCartney,
Beatles.
whatever.
But I was going to say,
yeah,
I was like, well,
sorry. Okay. Sorry, Beatles, but Paul McCartney. Wonderful Christmas time. No, thank you. No, thank you.
I'm glad we asked that question.
That was great.
That was really good.
That's so
worth
good.
our time.
Hey, well, let's talk about Christmas traditions. What's your favorite Christmas like maybe okay, growing up. We talked about this last episode too of like our past and growing up celebrating Christmas. Let's hear maybe what was your favorite Christmas tradition growing up, and now has that changed, or what is your now favorite Christmas tradition? Karina, do you want to go first on this one?
Okay, growing up, my favorite Christmas tradition was in the middle of the night. My sister, we got gifts from Santa, but it was only in the like the Christmas stocking. So we were allowed to wake up in the middle of the night and open our Christmas
Dang.
stockings.
Middle of the night.
Wait,
Yeah.
your kids still do that?
And my kid, it's a tradition.
I
Yeah.
remember that.
And I don't know, because it was just really cool. It was just me and my three sisters. And it was the one night my parents would leave the lights on the tree all night.
Yeah.
And it was the first time we
Yeah.
would come out and it's still dark and you could see the presents around the tree and we'd get to open our stockings. And
That's cool.
that was one of my favorite traditions. My kids now do it, but I no longer do that.
Yeah, I remember Jordan and Peyton talking to me about like, yeah, we just get to like wake up and go down. I'm like, without your parents too, you just go down there. That seems so wrong.
Yeah.
Just like yep.
Yeah.
Middle of the
And I
night.
loved it. And that's why I was
That's
like, when my
awesome.
kids asked to do it, I'm like, that's great. Do it. Cause I loved it. It was a very, I don't know, it just created special memories with my sisters. So
That's
very
cool.
sweet. So no, I don't do that now. But I just love all of the things Christmas. So I just love just doing things with my kids and just having fun. So
Yeah, it's tough to say what my favorite tradition is because I love most of
Mariah Carey.
Mariah Carey. Yeah.
She just
Mariah, if you're listening.
Oh.
No, I mean, I really do love most things Christmas. I'll tell you, I'm going to flip it. Here's my least favorite Christmas tradition.
Is it something that you do?
You
Actually do? Or
this you
just
have
other
to do
people
every year, and I hate it.
Can we guess?
Do you want to guess?
You have to do it every year and you hate it. Christmas Eve services.
Oh, I like that.
No, he's so bad.
No, you're not
Christmas cookies.
No, I love Christmas cookies. I hate wrapping presents.
Oh,
I hate it so much. You love wrapping presents?
I don't let anybody else do it.
do you like pick
I
a day
love
and
it.
just do it? Or
Yes.
do you, oh, that's interesting.
I love it.
Okay. Do
Yeah.
you like listen to Christmas music and just spread out?
I mean, I don't care.
You don't care? Oh, all right. I was just wondering.
There's not a
I
ritual
just
associated.
love
For me, I would just assume throw it in a brown paper bag,
Come
staple that
on.
thing closed, and throw it under the tree. I like Christmas presents wrapped.
Yeah.
I don't like being the person who has to wrap them.
Oh, I'd like to be the person that has to wrap them.
Hey, that's
I don't let
great.
anybody else in my family do it. Sorry.
You could come over and wrap my presents if you want.
This is what, okay. I mean, I do like doing that. That reminds me of one of the things growing up that I'll always remember, and that something that my dad did and still does with our kids and our presents. My dad's a gift giver, so he's always loved to give gifts. And I got the wrapping from him, but he would put an insane amount of tape on every single gift. It was so hard to get into a gift because, dad wrapped this one. It was always a joke, like, oh, dad. And he would wrap them like if it was a box of clothes. You'd get through the wrapping paper, then you get the box, and he'd tape all the box sides, all like somebody was going to get into that. And so that's just always been like a running. I have like a lot of kind of tradition memories with my dad. We'd also always get him socks, and we'd wrap them individually. And that's like all the gifts he would ever get. He wouldn't get anything else, but he would
Just a bunch of single
and
socks.
he knows, he's like, those are my socks. Cool. I'm good to go. And we're like, we got dad's socks again for Christmas. But yeah, kind of like Karina said, one of my favorite is it's the Christmas morning with my siblings of waking up super early and waking up our parents, which now, I feel like the last few years we've had to like wake up our kids. And I thought that would come later in like teenage life or something where we'd actually have to wake up our kids. But now they just sleep really late. And we're like, come on, guys, you have to get up because we have to like do things. So yeah, these are all good. I'd love to, let's talk about some of these traditions. And even if like, I don't want to say if like they're good or bad, but kind of looking at these and what could like the good things about them, but also some things that like, if we get a little too like involved in some of these, it's probably not like the best. But let me get your input on like trees and lights and decorations. Do you guys do all the things?
Yes, we do all the things. We do the trees and the lights and all the I love how it just makes your home feel cozy.
Yeah. Do you do that, or do your kids still? I know Haley likes to decorate
we're just
early.
moving into a really weird phase. I'm trying to figure out what my future Christmases are going to look like because my kids, I'm going to be an empty nester.
Aww.
So I know this is the last Christmas with a high schooler in the house.
Wow.
And so I was like, well, you have to put all your ornaments on the tree and it's just you. So in the future,
be a Peyton tree. That's awesome.
So it's usually been a whole family ordeal, but this year it's feeling very much like a Kevin, and maybe like that's the future. So we are in a weird phase. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, that's a strange. That's a transition piece.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's a transition piece for sure. Interesting. What was I don't even remember.
Christmas
Oh yeah,
tree
we
lights.
do. Yeah, we do stuff. We are fake tree people.
I was gonna say real or fake.
Yeah,
we are
one's
fake,
more spiritual.
We are a
than
fake
the
tree
other.
people. The warm smell of plastic is what really brings me into the holiday spirit.
Does Marcy put like the scented thing in there so it at least smells?
No, we like the smell of plastic.
Yeah,
We both were raised with fake trees. So
okay. We buy the fresh balsam candle from Bath and Body Works.
Okay, there you go.
Keep that going all Christmas long.
Are you a real or fake?
We are a fake. I grew up with real trees. But the space in our house where we put it is kind of the parameters are very specific.
Your tree is huge.
It's very tall but very skinny.
Yeah, it's like a twig, but it's like 20 feet tall. It's enormous.
It's pretty tall.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, so we decorate, although, and I like to do external decorations, except for the fact that I got gutter guards, and now I can't do, and I feel like super lame that I can't
Martin's
do.
house is going to be so lame.
No,
this
I'm
year.
serious. Like I've tried it 3 years in a row. I've bought all the different clips. There is no way to get with my gutter guards to get lights on. So any of my engineer friends at the church, you just let me know if you can come up with a solution that doesn't require me nailing into my house.
Yeah.
Mm.
My dad, I'm not Chevy chasing this with a staple gun. All right. That's not happening.
What you're saying is you're doing all the blow up.
No inflatables. I'm not interested in that.
Inflatable Santas
Nope,
or
not interested in that.
penguins or
No, but I would go.
whatever.
I would go hard. I like a good external illumination.
yes.
Have you seen some of these professional like trees that people are paying for now?
Yeah.
There's a few in my neighborhood that are unbelievable,
Huh.
but they are not cheap.
Yeah.
way.
And if I had a lot of disposable income, I've got a great tree out front
Yeah.
that would
You
look
gotta get a
awesome,
Christmas tree out front.
but I don't have the money to drop
Yeah.
on a professional light.
Hey, but I like seeing that other people spend money on it.
Yeah,
I love
Sure.
driving through
Yeah,
the neighborhood
That's
and
the,
seeing
that's
it.
the
Yeah.
point. Is you go see other people's
Yeah.
lights. We're a fake tree people, and we do like the decorations. Although the last few years, my wife has really liked all the outdoor white lights, just white.
Oh yeah, that's all they like. I like
See,
color.
I don't-
I like colors.
I know. I'm
I
kind
like
of like
big bulbs and I like
yeah.
colors.
See, I told Jackie this year. I'm like, can we go like super old school traditional and just have like crazy big tacky colored lights? And she's like, no, I'm not. I'm like,
I
maybe
went
we
so
might
a
have a
couple of years
mixture of
ago
both.
before I got my gutter guards. I got red and white, thinking peppermint. It looks like a
Oh.
Chili's restaurant. It's not nearly as cool as you
yes,
think.
your favorite.
So we call it we call our house the Chili's
That's
house.
great.
It did not look nearly as cool as I expected it to look.
This episode is not a promotion for gutter guards, by the way. Maybe
Or-
it's just a total like,
It's a gu-
opposite.
It's sponsored by gutter guards,
Sponsored by-
Chili's restaurants.
I like how
Um,
your family, by the way, random side note, calls
Yeah.
it the Chili's.
Calls it the Chili's.
Yeah. Well, every time I've talked to Marcy, she says, we went to the Chili's,
We went to
and
the
I love it.
You like that
You said it too. So
Oh yeah.
Chili's.
The Chili's.
Chili's. What are some other traditions that you guys are into? Like what about giving and receiving gifts? Are you guys gift givers? Are you good at receiving gifts? Like what does that kind of look like in your families or for you personally?
Yeah, we give gifts. To our kids, to our siblings. We kind of do secret Santas in our family, so you're not buying a gift for everyone. But what I love most is just being really generous. We've always tried to find people we can be generous. That's what, like Angel Tree. My
Mhm.
family
Oh,
loves
yeah.
Angel Tree.
Mm-hmm.
Not just Kevin and I, but like my kids. They all go pick out their own Angel Tree. They will spend their own money.
Yeah.
So
That's
it's
so
like
cool.
something our kids and our family has loved. Like just before we knew Angel Tree, it was finding neighbors who we knew we could,
That's so cool.
surprise with like extra groceries or.
Mhm.
So for our family, the giving piece has always been a huge part. Has been, how can we give outside of the house?
Mhm.
That's cool.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, we do gifts. I love receiving gifts. I know you're not supposed to say that, but gosh, I
You're
love
not
it.
supposed to say that, but you can say that.
Listen.
You can say it.
We've been doing this long enough, y'all. Like, I'm gonna just tell you the truth. You get me a gift, we can be friends. I love getting gifts. Now, I also love. Here's also what I love. I love getting somebody the gift that they
Mhm.
don't expect,
Mm,
but that they love.
mhm.
That's hard.
It's really hard.
That's hard.
But I've been in a season the last 4 or
Mhm.
5 years where I'm anti buying gift cards for people,
Mhm.
and I'm trying to
Yeah.
get them things that I think they actually will want,
Yeah.
but that they're not expecting. If they're like, I want this exact thing, here's the Amazon link. Just go buy it yourself.
Mm.
I want to do a little bit of work. I want to
Yeah.
do so. Like that's my
interesting.
that's my game.
Okay.
But here's the thing: I don't want you to do that to me
I was gonna
because
ask.
because here's what's inevitably going to happen: you're going to pick something I don't like.
That's
That's
I was
the
like,
danger.
I know you.
So I'm a
and
messed
you-
up.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm demented. I'm sorry. I've got some serious. I'm seeing a counselor for this. That you guys see.
This is why I don't like getting gifts. And my parents get on me every single year because they're like, tell us what you want. And I don't like telling them. So then they end up like just getting me whatever. But I was like, I know that about you, Chris, that like you're very particular about.
But like, so here's the
Things.
thing.
It's
I feel like Kyle, I know you well.
Yeah.
I feel like I could buy you a great gift,
Yeah, probably.
and there's no chance that you wouldn't like it.
challenge accepted.
Sounds like Kyle's getting
Go
a good
for
Christmas
it.
gift.
Just
for
saying,
it.
go for it.
But like that's the thing is
Yeah.
is when I try and do this with Marcy where I try and buy her something that she's like I
yeah,
want her
that's
to
good.
open it up and be like, what? Like I want that.
That's cool.
That's fun. That's
Yeah.
fun for me. Not like, oh yeah, I asked for these spatulas.
Right. This is exactly
It's
what
like,
I
great.
sent you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Nice Amazon list.
Yeah.
We've kind of made it easy.
Yeah.
We used to have to think about things.
Mhm.
Like when I was a kid, I remember this. My
Mhm.
brother and I, my parents would take us to the mall, Chapel Hills Mall in Colorado Springs. On
Shout out.
shout out Chapel Hills.
Shout out.
I don't even know if it's still there. Does anybody go to the
Probably
mall?
not.
I don't
Nobody
know,
goes to
but-
the mall. Nope.
But we'd go. It'd be like December 10th. The whole mall is just decked out for Christmas. The parking lot's packed. There's people everywhere. And my mom and dad would take one of us, mom would take one of us, and we'd go shopping for each other.
Mm.
And then we'd meet back at the food court after an hour,
Yes.
swap parents, and then go shopping again.
Yes.
And
We
I
did
just
the same
remember
thing.
like, do you think mom would like that? Do you think Matt would like that?
Yeah.
Like, I just remember the fun of
Yeah.
like, it's just online has screwed this whole thing up.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I
I'm
agree.
curmudgeon-y now.
Yeah.
We used to do that too with my siblings and go with the different parents. It was just so cool and we do that with our kids now is like, we do go to the mall sometimes, which is weird.
While it's still there.
Yeah. And we'll do that and we'll split the kids up or you have to hide, like Austin's got to hide his gift from Caroline. So they get really into it. But yeah, one thing that we've been doing the last few years is, like me and Jackie, like I'm the gift giver of the family. So Jackie always has to keep me in check of like not overly doing it with our kids because like our kids are like very blessed and spoiled by extended family like crazy. And so we've tried to like kind of tone that down a little bit, knowing that they're going to get plenty of things. And so one of the things that we've been doing lately is, and we do this a little bit for their birthdays too, is giving away things before Christmas comes, and starting that kind of a tradition of them sort of going through their rooms and be like, hey, what are some things that you can give to, whether it's like the ARC thrift store or like go donate or something like that. And things that they haven't used in a while. Cause we know they're going to get more things. And so we're trying to get them in the mode of like other kids can use this stuff. Like other kids can have, like, I have so much to hopefully get into like, just knowing that, like that giving kind of mood. And so we've been trying to do that with our kids. So we'll see how that goes again this year. Okay. We've talked about this before. We have a whole episode on it. I think a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, Santa. And I'm going to throw in that elf on the shelf up there. I know your kids are.
Yeah, we kind of missed. We were
old.
just on the outside of the elf on the shelf.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we never did that.
we never did
no
that.
creepy little elf sitting there.
Well, you already know that we do Santa because my kids wake up in the middle of the night to open their stockings. But it's like
Yep.
they know it's not Santa.
I'm glad that you're 21, 19, and 17-year-olds all know that there is no real Santa.
Disclaimer: if your kids are listening,
Yeah, we might have failed
sorry.
parenting if they.
Sorry.
You'll have to put the disclaimer before.
Yeah, it's true. Don't listen to this.
But yeah, we did Santa. We never made it a big deal. Like I said, it was always just what was in the stocking and nothing else. And that was that.
Yeah.
Santa was low key. Santa was there, but very, very low key.
Yeah, we did Santa with Harper, but again, it was just she knew Jesus. Like we raised her that Christmas is Jesus' birthday, and this is the incarnate. Like church is what. And then we killed him, a couple of years ago.
You wait.
Well, listen. We decided we're not going to tell her until she asks, and then she just asked. I think she was like 6 or 7. She's like, "Was Santa real?" I was like, "No."
Oh,
She was like,
I think you meant you like killed Santa.
"No, that's what we called it. We said we
fell
killed,
off the roof.
that was the year we killed Santa."
See, when I was a kid, I knew I never asked because I was like, if I ask, Santa will stop. Like I knew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as a kid, I was like, I'm not asking.
But here's the sweet thing is that year she's like, "Well, can we still put out cookies and milk?" And I was like, "Sure, why not?"
You're like,
Sure,
yes,
you'll eat 'em.
I like lukewarm
Go
milk
for
and
Yeah, so we just put them out again.
There you
It's
go.
like it's just kind of part of the tradition.
Yeah.
And I think that's where it's okay.
Yep.
Like I
Yeah.
think at least for us, I think it's been fine.
It's still fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
still fun.
we still do. We do Santa. We don't like go seek him out or anything. Like,
Do you take your kids to
places.
see him?
No.
That's
We
a
used
different
to.
level, I think.
Yeah, we
I
didn't.
think we use gosh, maybe when Austin was younger, we didn't really do it with Caroline, but we'll like go to Botanic Gardens or whatever, and I think he's there,
Mm.
and we'll be like, oh, there's Santa, go take a picture with him or something like that. But we don't
Yeah.
really like.
Yeah.
Now we do the elf on the shelf thing, and it's so dumb. I do not like those elves on the shelves, but they're there in our house, always moving around.
Is it
I think they're mischievous.
Always moving
they're
around.
mischievous? How does that
Yep.
play into the Christmas story? Are they like Santas?
They
are they like
spies?
they're spying on you to see if you're naughty or nice?
Yep.
Is that what they do?
Exactly.
Yeah, you know.
And if you touch them, their magic is gone.
Hey,
They-
propping up moralism. I see how that goes.
Yeah, exactly.
If you touch
We're all about
them,
it.
their magic is gone.
Yeah, you can't touch them
Oh, I did not
because
know
they can't
that.
fly back to. They fly back to Santa every night.
Oh,
Dude, there's like movies and
There's some
books
deep
and
myth
all this.
here
There's
that's like mythology we are unaware of. Karina.
yeah.
yeah. Don't do it
Well,
because then your kids will see them at the store and be like, "Oh, my elf's here." We're like, yep, just hanging out here, ready for somebody else to buy them. A couple more. Let's talk Advent. Do you guys do any like Advent calendars or kind of celebration around that? Candles, that kind of stuff for Advent.
Mhm. Yeah, Advent was always a huge thing in our house.
Mhm.
And like I had said in the last Christmassy podcast, everything we did, we connected to like our Advent calendar. So there was always some kind of, I don't know if it was like a devotional, but there was some kind of, we always talked about how this led to the Christmas story. So whether it was making cookies, there was always, we picked out pieces of the story
mhm.
and we did activities. But that hasn't happened in a couple years because high schoolers get jobs and then they're not home. So I need to rethink my Advent season.
Yeah, we do Advent. Harper gets a little Advent calendar and that's fun, but we also try to do like a little devotion sort of thing. But yeah, I mean, in some ways we don't mark it as tightly as if we were maybe from a more liturgical tradition. I mean, I didn't grow up with Advent. I grew up with like those cheap chocolate window opener things from the
stale piece
really
of
bad
chocolate in
chocolate from the grocery store.
Yes.
But that's nostalgic for me. But I wouldn't say we observe Advent as properly as maybe others would.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, and we're in the same boat usually. What I really like about Advent and especially celebrating it kind of and thinking about it with our kids is it's that whole kind of build up and anticipation and that waiting. And so for us, it's our kids get really into it because the last few years we have done like a little devotional thing, or like there's kids books out there that like talk about the story of Jesus and his birth and stuff. And so it's just, I think it's something our kids really look forward to like every day. I think sometimes, and we talked about this the last episode of the craziness of the season, like days just go by and things get lost. And I think doing the Advent stuff kind of helps us still just like appreciate each day and really remember that this is about Jesus each day leading up to Christmas. So it's just, I think it's a cool thing. And we get the little calendars that have like little Lego thing in it or something like that they can do. But yeah, those are fun. Okay, last couple little ones. Maybe just one more. Christmas Eve church. Growing up in non-Christian family household. Do you guys still go to Christmas Eve?
Yeah, we would go Christmas Eve service.
What was that like? Like not, I mean, I think a lot of people do, even if they're not Christians. That's kind of what you do.
I mean, I was a child, so it was very boring. Yeah, it was very boring.
Yeah.
I liked the candles and singing.
The wax.
Yep.
Burning.
I also liked the tradition. Like, I've got weird, everybody has weird memories of this, but like it was we'd always dress up.
Yep.
My dad would always put on like a suit coat and cologne. Like I just remember, I remember little things like that. that marked it as special, even though I had no idea about, and really my whole family, we weren't like believers. But it was this ritual that we would partake in. We would do that, and then we'd come home and we'd have a Christmas dinner. Actually, we'd go over to a friend's house and do like a big Italian Christmas dinner with our Italian neighbors. And I do remember that being special, which, if we're going to bring it full circle for us, the traditions that you set with your children are marking them, right? So like, even if I don't mean to get all serious in a silly podcast, but like that,
this is where we're going to wrap it up at. So yes,
but like
these
kinds of things do matter. They do imprint on your children importance, rhythm, family values, what's most like it did like for all. I think there was some reverence, even though we weren't Christians. There was some reverence around church, Jesus, and Christmas, even if I didn't get it. That now, 35 years later, I'm still thinking about. So yeah, that was Christmas Eve service. Yeah. It was always in the dark. These 4 p.m. services, which we're doing, it feels weird. It always felt like Christmas Eve service should be at night.
That was my biggest thing, is like, and kind of growing up in the church, like my mom worked at the church. We were like always there anyways, but Christmas Eve was different. And our church had like 3 different services, but we would like going to the late one because we wanted it to be dark afterwards. But yeah, I agree with you, Chris. But growing up in the church, it was like, that was the special service that you dressed up at. But the only things I cared about were, holding the candle, being old enough to hold a real candle was like really cool. And then going home and like getting in your pajamas and everything like that. Karina, what about you growing up?
Yeah. I mean, we had a Christmas Eve service. I don't really, you were talking, Chris, and I was like, I don't really remember any Christmas Eve service as a kid. I don't know what that says, but I think it's like,
easy when it's the only one you ever go to. That was me.
And we were like the pastor's kids. And so we were there and it was always like, I just don't really remember them very much. So
did you do a live nativity?
No,
we did.
I mean, it's, rural Colorado. So farming families, it was late. It was, definitely dark, and we would just do a normal service. I don't know. I don't remember eating a special Christmas Eve dinner. Yeah. So there you go. That's an insight.
Let's wrap this up. Chris, I'm going to give you the last word of just, as we're talking Christmas traditions. What are some encouragements around, like, kind of what you just said of, there's so many different ones, but like, as we're kind of going through this season, and there's good ones and there's some iffy ones. What's some encouragement for us?
I think just marking the season with meaning is what I'd say. I think it's okay to listen to the songs and see the movies and, eat the cookies and do those things, but meaning matters. So, baking cookies with your kids, right? Like, or baking cookies, making plates of those cookies and taking them to meet your neighbors and bless them. Building traditions in that have meaning, that have substance, that have, I think you should take advantage of a natural season where you can really make lasting memories with family, friends, and actually encourage your heart in Christ. So I think do all the fun, do all the fun, but you can add infused meaning into it real simply that will amplify this and actually, I think, turn it into an even better experience. You might have the best Christmas ever if you do that. So,
yeah, that's good. Hey, Merry Christmas, guys.
Merry
Christmas.
This is our last episode of the year. We'll be back after the first of the year, but hope you all have a very Merry Christmas, and thanks for listening.